Hi everybody, this is Shannon from Wise Woman Oracle, and I'm coming to you tonight for Thursday evening readings. So I wanted to start tonight with an essential oil blend that I like to use when I really feel like I need to focus and ground my energy, and after traveling for the last week and having a little bit of a cold, I thought tonight I would start off by just using this and sharing it with you guys. So it's a good night blend, and it has chamomile and lavender, and it's really tiny print, but it smells really good. It smells great. So I invite you to grab an essential oil if you like to use them. I don't have a specific brand that I recommend, but I do like to just rub it into my hands and smell it and just kind of focus in on my oracle cards and what I need to hear, because it helps me to open up and expand my energy. So grab some essential oils, grab a cup of tea, grab a blanket, get cozy, and if you are receiving a reading tonight, when you're listening to this, even though it's not happening live, you can still tune in, focus your energy, expand your energy, and just affirm that you're going to hear tonight exactly what it is that you need to hear. So for our first reading, I'm going to answer a question from somebody who wanted to remain anonymous, and it was around a business partnership and how to go about that business in the best way possible. So I'm going to be pulling from the Mermaids and Dolphins deck, and I'm just going to shuffle the cards a few times, and there's a card that's popping out to me right now. I'm going to shuffle it again because I'm feeling that for this reading we need 2 cards, especially because it's a partnership. This one's coming out too. A partnership needs 2. So, all right. Oh, nice. Okay, so your first card is Make a Wish. And the message on here is, this is a magical moment. Make a wish and enjoy its manifestation. So the feeling I'm getting around this card for your business is for the two of you to, if you can, sit down in person and talk together about those big picture dreams. I know that the two of you are at a distance right now, so if you could do it either in person or over FaceTime or video call, it just feels really important that you see each other as you're starting to piece this out, and it's not just done through a text or a phone call or an email or a shared Google Doc. It really needs to be, at least for this piece of the puzzle, face to face, so that you two are dreaming together, and the energy that you put into this phase of it is going to actually create momentum that pushes the entire project forward at a faster speed. So right now, first phase 1 is just to think about those big picture dreams and goals. Like, if this could be the most amazing, successful project you've ever created, what would it look like? And dream together. And you can write them down and in a journal or a notebook or on the computer, but just have those dreams laid out. And from there, you're going to work down, so you're narrowing your focus like an upside down triangle, starting with big dreams and then the steps that you need to take to get you there. So I'm going to turn over your next card. Oh wow, you got 2 really great cards. Your next card is Treasure Chest, and this is an unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. This card often talks about prosperity or finances, and so I think that one of the pieces in this project, in this business, that needs to be addressed is, how does it make money? How is it marketed? How do people get to know about it? And what are some of the pricings that you want to attach to the offerings that you're creating? And as with any business, you have different levels. So there's offerings that are just free that anybody can access, and then there's another layer of offerings that are a little bit more expensive but not at the top tier, and then you have your top tier of offerings. So at the top tier, what is your top tier? What is it that you really want people to buy? And then what are the steps that they take to get there? So maybe you start out by sending different people an ebook that you've created or a PDF of resources, and that's your introduction about what you do and who you are, and it's the door opener. So think about what's free, what gets you in the door, and then what makes you money and how you price it. It's a really important part of a business, and it's something that when you come from a spiritual perspective, some people might feel uncomfortable about talking about, but I think it's really an important piece for you to discuss right now. So the 2 steps, just to recap, are you dream really big together, and then you talk about materially what this looks like and how it turns into a business. So please let me know if you have any questions about anything I just said. Okay, so and for our next reading, there are 2 questions. I'm actually going to be using the Angel Dreams deck. And the first question was around a major career move in the next 6 to 9 months. Oh, the cards are really popping out tonight. So, okay, nice. So the card you got makes a lot of sense when you talk about changing careers and the timing of that, because the card itself is the Stairs card, and it's all about direction and timing. So the message that I'm getting for you around this card is to really get clear on what it takes to make that big change. A big change like that can feel scary and a little bit daunting, and so you just want to kind of piece out what the next 6 to 9 months looks like. What steps are you taking so that when you get to that point, when you're ready to make that change, it doesn't feel quite as scary. It doesn't feel like you're making a huge leap. It just feels like you're making a next step. So a leap of faith can be really invigorating and intoxicating and feel like a lot of fun, but the message I'm getting for you around this is to make it less of that leap of faith and more of that, like the Stairs picture, those step-by-step actions where you naturally progress into your next career, rather than having any sort of gap between what you're doing now and what you're doing next. And also to really tune into your heart's desires and what you want, and to tune into what it is that you are meant to do. What is your soul's path? What is your calling in this world? And just make sure that what you're stepping into is really aligned with that. That is what will bring you the greatest joy in life, even if it feels impossible right now, or if it feels like that big, scary step. When you tune into what you truly want and who you truly are, and you align with that in your life, and you start making steps toward it, you're going to start to shed a lot of layers of past trauma and grief and pain. I'm seeing that as a really big step for you, that your career is very much tied with some past wounds that you have, and as you make these changes, it's going to heal those as well. And your next question was around your relationship with your mom and dad. I'm going to use the same deck because it's a very healing, empowering deck, and I think for anything regarding relationships, it's a great deck to use. And this card wants to come out, so I'm going to use it. Okay. So you got the Fire Opal card, and this is a card with a message around sensuality and confidence. The confidence piece of this is standing out to me the most, and what I'm feeling is that you are in a phase right now where you are starting to separate and recreate your identity outside of your relationship with your mom and dad, that they kind of have some ideas or some picture in their mind of who you should be, what they want you to be, and they feel like good people, but they just want to keep you safe and want to make sure that you're happy, and they may not be going about it in the way that feels empowering to you. So this is really, the Fire Opal is about stepping into your own self. It's stepping into your body. It's stepping into who you truly are, which came up in the last piece of your reading around your career. And it's about really owning that piece of you with confidence and feeling okay with stepping out into the world and saying, yeah, this is who I am. And, you know, if you're not okay with it, then that's okay, but I'm good with me. And so getting to that place where you really feel that internally, and it's in every step you take, and it's in every decision you make, that's going to be where you feel like the relationship with mom and dad is more of a symptom of you, at this point, not feeling as confident in yourself. And as you start to grow that confidence, the relationship will naturally heal. So please let me know if you have any questions around that, and thank you again for writing in and asking those 2 questions.